Barring some technical issues, we are going to be getting into the game now. It's going to be Effect versus Backpacks Gaming, otherly known as gg3. And this is going to be for the MDL Qualifier CIS region. I'm going to be your caster, Robnrollgaming. We're going to be going through for the rest of the day. For at least 3 matches, I do believe. 3 best of 3s. So far the draft is going to be the Enchantress, Warlock and Queen of Pain for GG. You take out the Omni Knight, the Lifesteal, the Razor, Tusk, as well as the Elder Titan. Effect. Pick up the Nyx Assassin to go along with the Bane Gyrocopter, banning out the Dark Willow, Sand King, Viper, Dragon Knight, and the Tiny. So, let me catch my breath as we get through all of that. And Backpacks pick up the Treant. Okay, groovy. So it's going to be a Warlock position 5, Treant Protector position 4, Queen of Pain in the mid, Enchantress on that off lane, more or less. And Effect. What are they going to do to counter this? They don't have the last pick, so Backpacks can pick up their mid. Excuse me, the carry to react to whatever Effects are going to be drafting here. So it's going to be the PL picked up by Effect. I wonder which way they're going to run this, and maybe Backpacks look for something like the Luna. Offers a little bit more wave clear, as well as the Queen of Pain, being able to take down those illusions. Just bounce those glaives through and clear those up.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds.
So, I mean, Effect, it's a good lineup. You got, I'm assuming this is going to be Gyrocopter mid. Maybe shifting that to take on the Queen of Pain and picking up the PL, which we're starting to see more and more of now as well. This, it's usually been seen to try and rival the Death Prophet in the mid lane. But, yeah, okay, so Effect decided that they want to be running up against the Queen of Pain. I'm not sure how well that matchup actually let's get it out, Rob, actually comes down. I do like the Gyrocopter just going into the late game, but the Queen of Pain being so mobile, being able to slow the Gyrocopter that's got no escape, and really still being able to keep the distance with the right clicks as well as the Scream. So the Rocket Barrage isn't that effective. With rotations, okay, Warlock, Treant Protector, not the most aggressive duo pair, at least not until the Warlock gets his level 6. Only really the Root coming after them, Treant Protector there to slow the Gyrocopter down, keep him in place from those 2 supports until both ultimates come up. So the Queen of Pain may just be solo laning this in the mid lane up until the team fights start to break out. Effect, they've got 58 seconds left, looking for this final ban now. Rider's already been taken out by GG. So, Effect, what's this final ban going to be? What don't they want to be playing up against here for Backpacks carry?
Radiant's pick. Dire's pick. Tagna. Ten seconds to go. Well, it's something. Time to pick some of these folks. 10 seconds to go. Better get ready.
Oh, this is going to be good. Ha 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 ha!
30 seconds to showtime. And away we go.
I'll be just affection.
Radiant on one side, dire on the other.
Come get healed.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
This ain't yours!
And, Orbit trying to do what she can on this bot lane with this double wave. But I don't know, like I said, I don't know how much she's actually going to be able to do here with the... And the Bane's rotating through, he's going to be able to find himself the bounty rune as well, so not going the way of the Enchantress. In Orbit. What happens here? Bot lane, Pugna's already been pushed back. It looks like they're just trying to... Spectre, yeah. Trying to pull this through. I guess the Pugna tried to pull the wave. And just PSM further and followed him through. And Afterlife had a bit of trouble between his tier 1 and his tier 2 tower. Meanwhile, mid lane. Alpha Ninja, Babora, Bobruha? Nyx is rotating in. The Queen of Pain's got mana for the blink, so it shouldn't be too much trouble. And yet Kingar takes a couple of right clicks. Off back to the tier 1 tower. So Afterlife pushing up. Got the Trimp behind. The Warlock's rotating back in as well. Afterlife is going to be spotted out here. I don't think PSM just has a sentry ward. So Afterlife starts to run himself away. What comes in from the creature is going to be an actual ward now as well. Afterlife in himself a tango, just trying to keep himself healthy and pull the lane once again, pulling it through. There's the Decrepify to stop the Warlock from being able to right click him down and harass him. So Afterlife looks like he is going to be able to pull this once again. Meanwhile, Enchantress could be in a little bit of trouble. The missile's going to come through. The heal comes through from the Treant Protector orbit, though. Still being body blocked. Kingar's there. He's got the Impale. Doesn't even need the mana burn, as he does pick up first blood.
The first assassination is complete. Was only a matter of time.
So back on the top lane, Afterlife has pulled this into his creep wave. Is getting XP that way. He's only level 2 though, so it's going to start to stack up. Meanwhile, mid lane, Bobaruha taking a lot of harass coming out from Afo Ninja, and Afo Ninja's got the Spirit Lance up once again. Queen of Pain has enough mana again for the blink, but the Phantom Lance is starting to win this lane now. 18 to the last hits of the Queen of Pain, which is going to be 9. Gyrocopter got himself 16. In fact, the Enchantress is doing pretty damn well with 11. With the Bane being in the jungle most of the time, I guess he's looking for the stacks and the pulls here just to try and deny the creep wave. But Enchantress can rotate in and try and soak this up. Now only one's going to go her way, the rest should push up. And this is going to be a push lane back towards the Enchantress. Meanwhile, top lane, Pugna trying to do what he can. There's going to be the Fatal Bonds as well as the Nether Blast coming out from the Pugna. He's just trying to clean up these creeps, but again, he is under that Fatal Bond, so he does need to be careful about the amount of damage he puts out. Phantom Lancer. 27 last hits to 22 denies. Queen of Pain is not going to be happy about those denies coming out on Bobaruha. Going for 2 points into the Scream of Pain just to try and clean up those creeps. Meanwhile, bot lane, they're going to try and go into the Enchantress again. He pops the heal. It's going to be a miss on the Impale. Now the Treant Protector down here as well. The net comes out into the Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter, what's he going to be able to do? He throws out the Flat Cannon further in, taking a lot of damage, but Madden could be in a lot of trouble here. As both teams just back themselves away.
The wages of fear.
Treant Protector just diffusing the gank onto the Enchantress, and now Bobaruha's in a little bit of trouble as Alpha Ninja comes forward once again with that Spirit Lance. It's going to take a couple of tower shots.
Without consequence.
Dire's mid tower won't last much longer.
Up on the top lane, Afterlife being chased down. Spectre's going to come out. It's 3 points into that Spectral Dagger as well, so it's a decent amount of damage coming through onto the Pugna that he can't decrepify off because it is magic damage. So Afterlife just forced to take it and then heal himself up with the salve. PSM is looking for him now. Back on the bottom lane, they want to go onto the Enchantress once again. The Nightmares come out, and it looks like Orbit could go down. The cooldowns there, the Rocket Barrage. Orbit trying to run himself away. He's got the heals out once again. Going to be getting himself pretty darn healthy. As Enchantress. Yeah, you can see it. 3 points into the Untouchable. Bane just can't do anything, and Orbit's going to be able to slink his way away. So bot lane, Gyrocopter, 33 last hits. It looks like the Enchantress having a decent time trying to pull this lane. And just make it hard for the Gyrocopter to find the farm. You all up on the top, Afterlife once again. Just staying back. Gonna be throwing out another blast onto Artez as well. Now, Pugner forced back once again. He does have... In fact, he doesn't have the Shrine. He's already used that. As a bot lane, the flat cannon is going to come out. Orbit taking those secondary damage source, I guess you'd call it, because comes out every time you right click. Treant does see him. Not going to go for any harass though.
Worthy tribute.
Mine.
So what do they do here? The Queen of Pain being scouted out by the Nyx Assassin. The right clicks are there. Mana Burn coming out as well. But if she gets into too much trouble, there is an invis, and now the missile's going to come through. There's going to be the call down as well. The root comes out from the tree and protect the rocket barrage. Hitting onto the Enchantress should go down. One more right click. Madden is going to be able to claim that kill, but Spectre's already haunted down here. Looking to go on the gyrocopter and the TP. It looks like Spectre could go down. TP's not there. It's still in a stash, in a backpack. Trying to get itself away with the salve, but it's not going to be enough. It's the Phantom Lancer. Picks up that kill.
Radiant's mid-tower's coming apart.
So Spectre did haunt for it, but not able to get herself away. Freeze the lane up for the Queen of Pain, but you don't really want to be losing your carry this early on into the game. Yeah, it did pick up a kill. But is the death really worth it? Now, you create a little bit of space for the Pugner as well.
Invisibility.
PSM trying to scout out Afterlife once again. Going to be able to get off that Shadow Word. The slow comes through from the Spectral Dagger. Afterlife might actually tick down to the Warlock, which does pick up the kill. Just because of the Fatal Bonds from the creeps, as well as that Shadow Word. Madden rotates in with ILTW. Cooldown's going to be there. Spectral Dagger does come through, but PSM in a lot of trouble. The missile's going to be there as well. The healing from the Shadow Word not going to be enough. As Gyrocopter picks himself up a Warlock, free in the lane for Orbit to find the farm. It looks like Phantom Lancer's going to come down, try and do what he can. Moving the Pugner into the mid lane now as well, up against the Queen of Pain.
You know the drill.
So effect, you can see the effect, haha, of Enchantress. Sorry about that. It's early morning first cast, you know. Got to get those puns out of the system. But the Gyrocopter not having the greatest of times up against the Enchantress on the bot lane, so effect opting to shift the lanes. Has been only just able to TP away from that.
The Dire went and fortified their structures.
Where's my pension?
Opts to use the Tome onto the Nyx Assassin so he can get that quick Vendetta start. Looking for the kills. Madden's going to get his level 6 soon anyway, but with this Roman Nyx Assassin, should be able to pick up at least one kill. It's now Orbit with the DD, 1 point into the ult. Do they make a move onto the Pugner in the mid? Just prancing away down into the mid lane. Got to show herself as well, but Pugner's already moved away. Meanwhile, the top lane, the cooldown's going to be there, but it looks like the Warlock got its ultimate off. And Gyrocopter, is he going to be able to get away? Takes down the Treant Protector, but going to go down himself. Kingar picks up the kill onto the Treant Protector, actually. His PSM takes down the Gyro. Madden now. Still close to that level 6, just needs a little bit more XP. Golem moves himself back safely. His mid lane with the secondary siege creeps. Yeah, the creeps are going to be pulled. Afterlife 1 right click takes about a third of his health coming out from that Enchantress, who's going to be taking the tower with the extra life offered from the Treant Protector. This tier 1 tower getting pretty darn low. Now Phantom Lancer, what can he do in return? Just putting the aggression onto this tier 1 tower. The Treant rotates down, not going to be able to get off the root from that Nature's Guy. Is going to turn around at the Bob Ruha now. With the Spirit Lance to do a little bit of harass onto the Queen of Pain.
Mid-tower's having technical difficulties.
Pugner looking to push out this mid lane, but he's already got the living armor on it, so going to be healed up through those Nether Blasts. As it looks like they want to make a move onto the Warlock. There's the Vendetta coming out. The Impale's just going to be used. No Fiend's Grip just yet, so Madden only able to use the Nightmare. The cooldown comes through. There's going to be a missile as well as PSM tries to do what he can with the living armor as well as his wand. May be able to live through this. Will be able to live through this. But will put pressure onto the tier 1 tower on the top lane. PSM just going to TP himself away. And it looks like GG are going to be giving up this tier 1 tower on the top lane. Going to be making it harder for the Spectre to find farm now, who is in the mid lane. Helping this push.
Radiant's mid-tower's getting banged up.
Let's take a look at the net worth now, shall we? 5.8k. The Phantom Lancer. Bane actually gets to deny as well from these creeps. Bingo, Afro Ninja, there's going to be the Haunt in as well. The Spectral Dagger comes through, the Spirit Lance onto Bob Ruha, but Afro Ninja, there's going to be a Sonic Wave. Is he going to be able to get this with the root from the Treant Protector? Last right click comes from him from orbit. Kill secured.
I think I wasn't fond of you.
And orbit is going to pick up that kill, but it does mean that 4 heroes rotated for that kill. In fact, I think it was all 5. As the Warlock did start to move down further, he's going to be trying to do what he can with this Nature's Guise, but Afterlife putting the pressure onto the tier 2 tower. The Living Hour is going to do a little bit of heals. Afterlife could be in trouble. He's not got the Decrepify. He's actually not got the mana for it now. And Pugna needs to run himself away. Oh, got that much health. And anybody else, though, with the Treant Protector would potentially have been a kill. And Pugna can thank his lucky stars, Afterlife, that he gets himself away. So Afterlife, where's he going to go from here? Into the mid lane. Adam is level 6 now as well, so he has that Fiend's Grip. Garo going for the drums. He's already got himself the Ring of Akila, so the mana problems aren't going to be that bad just coming up from the constant rocket barrage. Get ourselves a 2-man smoke as Artes is in the jungle, just still looking for that Radiance. They're going to be making a move onto the Queen of Pain. The Queen of Pain gets the blink away and the Fiend's Grip just doesn't come out in time. So they opt to put aggression on the tier 1 tower instead. Maybe find PSM. PSM's just going to be walking himself away. These Netherblasts still coming through. Kingar with a Vendetta. You can see 3 heroes stacking up behind this tier 1 tower.
Fit for a queen.
And everybody, in fact, starts to move themselves away. Spectre, is he going to show on lane here? The creeps are pretty far down and there's 3 heroes in the area that can rotate through and try and look for this kill on the Spectre. Oh, looks like they're going to go in the mid lane. The life drain comes out and Nature's Prophet. There's going to be the rock being dropped. But Afterlife, Kingar are going to be able to move themselves away. Maiden could be in a little bit of trouble. As it looks like PL is in the dire jungle, farmed up a Diffusal Blade. Does he move himself onto Artes? The Haunt's not up for 10 seconds. Artes just moves himself back, playing it safe. You can see his creeps being farmed. Doesn't want none of that. The Spectral Dagger does come through. Cleans up a couple of illusions as well. Oh, with Artes about 800 gold away from that Sacred Relic. You don't really want to be dying. So close to having that farm. Kingar rotates in as well. He's going to get the right click, the Impale. There's the Spirit Lance as well. Is Artes going to try and haunt himself away? He's so darn low that it looks like he's just going to go down. Sets him back. A bit of gold, and now Kingar goes for the TP away. He's got the Spike Carapace. Denied that 1 tick of damage coming out from orbit, and will be able to TP himself back to the fountain. You on mid lane. Vervian's just going to watch his tier 1 tower go down. The Nature's Guise wears off, but he does get that Leech Seed. Bob Ruha's not in range. Now Madden is going to be able to rotate in, just with the threat of the Fiend's Grip. To keep the Queen of Pain as well as the Treant Protector away. Top lane, Orbit being chased down. All these illusions. You don't need attack speed when there's about 20 of you attacking now. Vervian's going to be forced to use his ultimate. Afro Ninja still picks it up with the Spirit Lance though. Could be in a bit of trouble. Does have the Doppelganger try and run himself away. Is going to be able to get himself fairly far down the lane, but with 4 heroes chasing him, is he going to be slippy enough to get himself away? Just tries to turn around, do a little bit of harass to the Queen of Pain. Create space as effect, take down this tier 2 tower on the bot. So 4 heroes now from the side of effect, trying to do as much siege damage to this tier 3 tower as possible. And with the Pugna having 4 points into the Netherblast, it will take a lot to keep this tower healthy. So the heal's still onto this tier 3 tower. But it's just being burst down by this Nether Blast. Gyro TPs himself to top lane. 1 point into the missile, 4 into the rocket barrage as well as that flat cannon. Means he is going to be able to farm pretty darn quick. What's he going to go for? Is actually going to go for... Is that going to be a Sanj and Yasha? It looks like it is going to be. As already on the courier. He's got the Yasha coming out. Just being cancelled off Afterlife trying to drag out its items. But the position 2 will have to wait for that 4 staff. Gyrocopter now. It is a decent mid-game item, which it looks like Effect want to go for that mid-game win. You know, they've already got a tier 3 tower exposed on the bot lane. They can move to the mid lane as well to take the last tier 1 tower. Put the aggression on as Nyx Assassin moves himself right behind. This Vendetta is going to be wearing off pretty darn soon, so he needs to find something or just leave. Doesn't want to put himself into any unnecessary danger. Once that invis wears off, yeah, just hides himself away, it looks like, in the trees. He walks into tower range, though. The Treant Protector is going to be there. Maybe spots him out.
Radiant's bottom tower seen better days.
As he walks him back, gets spotted out by Fervian. They know he's there. The dust's going to pop, but it's not in range of the Treant Protector.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
This tier 1 tower is going to fall. As the Gyrocopter moves himself up. Looks like GG want to try and go for a trade.
Radiant's bottom tower's seen better days. Dire's top tower, you know the drill.
The tier 1 tower getting pretty darn low. Will be going down. So both towers being traded off, but this puts Effect in a good position to try and go for this trade. Maybe put aggro onto the tier 3 as well. The creep wave will be pressing in. But it is just 3 creeps for now, so not going to be too much. The Spectre is going to be TPing himself back. Got himself the Relic. In fact, he's got the Radiance, the full Radiance to come out now. On the courier. Wants to keep it away from the creeps for now. Maybe not show it just yet. We're going to see a 4-man rotation. Checking the Roche pit. Gyrocopter's pretty close to the courier. Risky, but GG just turned back. Don't spot that one out. Now Treant Protector leading the line, sees the Gyrocopter. Do they try and make a move here? They're just going to be backing themselves away. Maybe go for the Pugner into the mid lane. Walking himself across the river. Yeah, this is going to be the absolute stack onto Afterlife. 4 staffs himself down. He's got the Decrepify, but the net comes out from that troll. And with the Nether Blast, is he going to be able to do anything here? Going to pay him, picks up that kill. Treant sees Kinga, sees IL. They are pinging him out, but nobody's really rotating to put the aggression onto Effect here. He's just going to go for it himself and then walk himself away. Nyx Assassin's still down there. The dust is going to be popped. The cooldown comes through as well. Fervian Impale keeps him in range of that second cooldown. Going to be the rock being dropped by PSM. Kinga takes down the Treant Protector, now tries to run himself away. Gets the Vendetta, and Afro Ninja TPs in to try and turn this aggression around as well. So 1 kill going the way of Effect already. Kinga rotates himself in. The Sonic Wave comes through as well as the Scream. Doppelganger comes in so Afro Ninja can run himself away. And now with that Nether Ward, some life going the way of Afro Ninja. The Fiend's Grip onto the Queen of Pain, and Afro Ninja gets himself in the Impale. Is there going to be a Spirit Lance? It's not up in time, but they do still find that kill, and now Orbit tries to run himself away. He's got the TP. Is it going to be in time? No, as Madam picks up that kill with the Brain Sap. As well as the Pugner's Nether Blast doing work there onto the Enchantress. If we take a look at that death summary. You just see the Decrepify comes out as the Nether Blast, as well as the Fiend's Grip, the Brain Sap, sorry. Does the last little bit of damage to that Enchantress, and we get ourselves a pause. Suspect it could be struggling. Just with a bit of lag. I'm not sure. I mean, it is only 11-6. It's an 8k net worth lead going the way of effect, though they can move themselves into Roshan, which it looks like they are going to be doing here. In effect, maybe wanting to end the game sooner rather than later. You don't want to let that Spectre get big. Already got that Radiance 22 minutes in. Going towards a Mantis style to get extremely aggressive every time that haunts up. So Roshan. It's interesting to know Afterlife is in the mid lane trying to push out this tier 2 tower, maybe just to make a staging platform for effect to set up from once the Roshan does go down. Alpha Ninja picks that one up. Where did the Radiant move now effect? Well, it looks like Gyrocopter wants to be picking up these creeps on the top lane while the rest move into the mid. The Queen of Pain is back up. Living armor onto the tower. It's so hard to burst these towers down when you've got those 9 points of living armor and the heals coming out. Kingar moves himself in. The Impale's going to be there onto the Enchantress with the root coming out from the tree and protected, though the Nightmare cancels the TP orbit. Is he going to be able to run himself away? He's got the heals already going. They are going to wear off pretty soon, though. The right clicks can't be there. The life drain does come out, and it looks like Enchantress, that long range life drain, just finishes the job, and Enchantress can't get himself away. Now this tier 2 tower, we will be saying bye-bye. And to effect carry on going, the Enchantress, not dead for that long, will go down, but be back up in the next 12 seconds. Being protected, just being kept still. And he's only got 1 point into the overgrowth. So it doesn't last that long. 3 seconds, yeah, but as a root, I don't know, you do need that second point into it. So the ward's been dropped. This is going to be hard for Orbit to use her ultimate. And the Impetus, looks like they want to make a move. The missile's going to come out. The illusions through from the Phantom Lancer as well, doing a load of damage. The missile flies through that. The Spirit Lance as well, but they don't want to chase underneath the tier 4s. The root comes through from the next assassin. That's going to be the ultimate coming through out from the Warlock as well, but the double triple impale with the Fiend's Grip as well onto the tree. Cooldown's going to be that the Horn comes through from the Spectre. They take up a couple of the kills. But now Alpha Ninja, what's he going to be able to do here? Bob Rio is going to be able to blink himself away. Ardress just hangs himself back. He's already used the Horn, and there's only going to be the 2 supports coming through or going down from effect. Alpha Ninja with the Aegis as well wants to carry on getting aggressive. Pugna, the Spectral Dagger does come through onto him. But drums are going to be popped, and the three heroes from effect move themselves back. Gyrocopter stacks up both the butterfly as well as that satanic. Knows where he wants to be going. Doesn't actually go for the full Sanjin Yasha if we take a look. Alpha Ninja now has the Manta Star flying out. Mid lane, the Sea Orbit, Afterlife Stir, they want to go the Missile, the Decrepify, even the Rocket Barrage, the Life Drain coming through. Orbit, this is going to be a dead Bambi. As Afterlife does pick up that kill. No effect, wanted to get aggressive.
Dyer's mid-rax is getting swamped.
Just look at how fast this melee Rax is going to go down. The tier 3 towers on both sides opened up as well as Alpha Ninja already rotates himself down to the lower. And the rest of the team are here as well. This could be a 2 lanes of Rax. Enchantress back up in 6. But the tier 3 tower is going to go down quite fast. And this Sentry Ward keeping the tree and protected back now as well. Spectre doesn't have Hunt for 38 as well. This is going to be the fight going the way of effect. They take the melee racks and then just start to move themselves up to the top lane now. With the Gyrocopter just being able to finish off this ranged. If they take this fight, there's no ult up just yet for the Warlock. It's actually down for the next 38 seconds as well as Alpha Ninja does secure that kill. Fiend's Grip, but BKB going to be popped by the Queen of Pain, and now the cooldown comes through as well further, and he's going to be able to survive through this. It's just a bit of chaos as Kingar picks up that kill. The Sonic Wave does come through, takes down Afterlife, but IDLTW wants to try and chase down the Quid of Pain. Will pick it up with that Rocket Barrage. Now in the dire base orbit. Can he get himself away from this? The Spirit Lance up in 3 seconds. Just trying to run himself down. The illusions from the Phantom Lance are doing so much damage. But it looks like with 2 lanes of racks, Age is going to be popped now. The Haunt does come through. But Orbit puts himself into trouble. Underneath the tier 3 tower, the Spectral Dagger is going to be there, but it doesn't matter. Orbit's going to get right-clicked down. And Afro Ninja now needs to run himself away. Doesn't have the man to stealth for 22. The Doppelganger is up if he can get himself up into the high ground. Going to be able to going to be dropped for this Afro Ninja. Tries to turn himself around, but going to be taken down by Artez.
Mid-tower could use a little help.
So they get heroes from that. 20 to 12. Get a 5-man wipe. Gyrocopter buy back. He don't think he did. Me coming back alive. Close to the butterfly as well. In fact, I think he's got the gold in about 3 golds for this. So Afterlife up on the top lane. He's got himself the BKB, Aether Lens. Just the brown boots.
Where's my pension?
In effect, want to be going for Megas. There is a double damage here on the bot lane that Spectre isn't going to check. Hunt up in 36. Ward dropped. Now the blast going to come through. Bobber is going to be able to get himself away. The Impale is there, but I think he's got himself the BKB. If he can get himself out of the stunlock, which he can, ILTW are going to be picking that one up with the cooldown. Now it's going to be 3 heroes on the side of the die going down. Could be 4 as Spectre tries to waddle herself away, being slowed down. Decrepify is there, but it looks like Afro Ninja wants to go on this with the Impale as well. Should be, will be enough damage. Buys back, but I do genuinely think this is going to be a game with no buyback on the 3 heroes that are already dead on the side of Backpack. I don't know how they keep themselves in this game. And all 5 heroes on the side of Effect want to carry on going for this. PSM trying to do what he can because he's just going to be chased down by Afro Ninja. Solo killed there. And the life from Afterlife being thrown into the Gyrocopter. The Impale. That was the buyback from the Spectre. Good game, well played, is going to be called. But that's going to be game 1 out of this best of 3 between Effect and Backpack. It is a best of 3 though, guys, so we're going to have at least 1 more game coming up. Stick around for that. I've been Robnrollgaming. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back with game number 2 shortly. I hope to see you then.